Meta just crashed by losing more than $200 billion and users for first time in history in one day. Is it true that Meta has taken a hit of more than $200 billion? Is this the largest Facebook wipeout ever? Yes, it absolutely is. The stock market just experienced its worst day ever, with Meta on course to lose $200 billion. Is this the most extensive destruction in history? And what does this mean? If you're as curious as we are, keep watching to find out. Hello everyone, welcome back to your favorite channel, Metaverse Area, where we entertain you with new updates about the metaverse and what exactly the future holds for us. Also, don't forget to subscribe and click that little bell icon right there for more updates. That being said, let's begin. Well, Meta stock just dropped by a whopping 26%, wiping out more than nearly $200 billion in US history's worst single-day market price wipeout. So, as to how Meta just crashed by losing more than $200 billion in users for first time in history in one day is in fact quite a long story. On the 3rd of February 2022, on Thursday, Mark Zuckerberg's net worth plummeted by $29 billion when Meta Platform Incorporated's shares hit a new low after a poor earnings outlook rattled the global IT sector. According to Forbes, this lowered Facebook's founder and CEO Mark Zuckerberg's total wealth to $85 billion. Our video has got the complete answers to this question, so peep into it to start. Zuckerberg holds and owns about 12.8% of the digital juggernaut previously known as Facebook. His one-day financial loss is one of the largest in history, and it follows Tesla Incorporated CEO Elon Musk's $35 billion single-document drop in November. Musk, the world's richest man, has then polled Twitter followers on whether he should sell 10% of his ownership in Tesla. But unfortunately, Tesla stock has failed to recover from the ensuing sell-off fully. At least 21 brokerages slashed Meta's price estimates after the firm issued a weaker-than-expected projection, blaming Apple Incorporated's privacy restrictions and greater competition for consumers from YouTube and TikTok. Following the $29 billion loss, Zuckerberg is ranked 12th on Forbes' list of essential billionaires, behind India's Mukesh Ambani and Gautam Adani. Investors are still seeking to take in the implications of increasing inflation and an expected interest rate rise, so investing in technology firms is still volatile. However, with the harm to Zuckerberg's fortune remaining on paper, Meta shares might rebound relatively soon. While the stock might potentially rebound back in the days ahead, especially given the volatility that has seized the technology sector this year, Wall Street's outlook on long-time market favorite has become downright dismal. Analysts cite the fierce competition Meta currently confronts from rivals and the fact that sales fell short of projections as reasons for concern. Is Facebook the final nail in the coffin? Even a few analysts questioned. The scale of Facebook's demise exemplifies how internet businesses have grown to become powerhouses with unrivaled market power, as well as the drama that can occur when they collapse. In the US, a massive proportion of mega caps are regarded as growth stocks. However, they may battle more in a growing income environment, particularly if growth gets fuzzier, said Frederick Rollin, the senior institutional investor at Pictet Asset Management. After Meta, the holding company of WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, and MetaQuest revealed its profits, the stock dropped. Other social media firms' reserves have also fallen, such as Snap Incorporated, Twitter Incorporated, and Pinterest Incorporated, had ended up in the red, dragging the Nasdaq index below by 4.2%, its most significant drop since September 2020. But what's causing Facebook's stock price to fall dramatically? Facebook has been fighting to stay relevant among the younger population. However, according to Meta's results, Facebook saw its first ever sequential decrease in daily active users, a crucial growth indicator. According to the corporation, the number of global daily users fell from 1.93 billion in the 2021 third quarter to 1.929 billion in the fourth quarter of 2021. Users have shifted to other platforms due to a variety of circumstances. The dip is particularly alarming because Facebook's daily active users have dropped throughout Africa and Latin America, As a result, Facebook has to expand outside of its core market of the United States, where its user base is also dropping, to maintain consistent growth. In fact, in recent years, the decline in Facebook usage has been a popular study topic. Information overload, privacy issues, banality, addiction, social pressure, the introduction of alternative platforms, productivity, and aggravation have all been identified as causes that have lessened the platform's appeal. Aside from that, events like the Snowden disclosures, the Cambridge Analytica scandal, and reports about Mark Zuckerberg's private meeting with former US President Donald Trump have tarnished Facebook's reputation. Though this is the first dip in daily users after Meta's inception in 2004, Facebook remains the company's most popular app. According to onlookers, the company's attention has switched to CEO Zuckerberg's metaverse ideas. The social media behemoth is spending substantially on its metaverse ambitions. Still, its revenue mainly relies on advertising, which has been harmed by inflation and supply shortages as advertisers' budgets have been slashed. In a recent call with investors, Sheryl Sandberg, Meta's COO, stated that global supply chain challenges, workforce shortages, and holiday spending by marketers, among other variables, impacted the company's advertising revenues. Facebook also stated that Indian telecom companies' prepaid data price hikes harmed the company's current growth in India during the period. In November, leading telecom companies Reliance Jio, Bharti Airtel, and Vodafone Idea announced a 25% increase in prepaid tariff prices. We feel that earlier COVID resurgences in Asia-Pacific and the rest of the world pushed user growth forward. However, a rise in data package cost in India also stifled user growth. Dave Werner expressed his thoughts on the subject. Apple's privacy policy, as well as, believe it or not, an increase in Indian data plans are among Meta's problems. Last year, Apple introduced a privacy option for iPhone users to choose whether or not applications may monitor them. The privacy feature severely harms platforms like Meta, which rely on significant advertising corporations for income. Users are opting out thanks to the availability of a tool that allows them to select whether or not they want to be monitored. As a result, platforms like Meta, which have created income streams from giant advertising corporations, are severely harmed by the feature. According to the corporation, the future seems dismal for Meta in particular. However, markets have responded positively, and other social media platforms have also felt the effects. The most recent earnings figures and Meta's ad revenues in 2021 show that the company is rising. However, the other revenue is rapidly decreasing. Daily active users have also dropped for the first time in the firm's 18-year history. Rival platforms like TikTok and Snap are gaining more users than ever before, putting Facebook and Instagram, two of Meta's most prominent social networking platforms, at a disadvantage. Meta is concerned about the personalization of advertisements and the data required to do so. As a result, Meta has confirmed rebuilding its ad infrastructure to address the issues. One of the change's first and most vociferous opponents was Facebook. Now Meta, the platform made a big chunk of its vast advertising revenue by using a system that didn't give users a choice and didn't impose any transparency standards. Meta dominates the ordinary person's social life and experience with all of the concerns aside. There hasn't been, and probably won't be, a digital moat as solid as this one. The rise in the importance of what many alluded to as the digital world, or what is now known as the metaverse, possessing Meta will enable the investors to virtually own a part of the ordinary person's social identity. Also, in general, the increase in importance of what many alluded to as the virtual world, or what is now known as the metaverse, is a portion of one's identity. Meta's perfect storm serves as a reminder of the critical importance of extreme customer centricity for any company, as well as the need of building a brand on innovation, inspiration, beautiful memories, and eventually desirability. Meta may have a long road ahead of it to regain its previous power, but on the other hand, Meta may never find its way back until it fine-tunes its approach and addresses its experience and value generation challenges. So take these words as a rallying cry for all brands, not just Meta. That's it for the day, guys. We hope that this video was up to your standards regarding metaverse-related information. If you enjoyed our video, then do not forget to hit the like button. Also, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so that the next time we come up with more interesting metaverse stuff, you get notified right away. And we'll see you in the next one.